Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
First down.
Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. First and 10 right at the 20. They'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Blazing start to the game for him. 4 plays, 4 passes, and look at him now, first and goal. Pretty good start.
Already down there. Now they just don't want to settle for 3. See if they can put the final words in this script and knock it in the end zone.
Yeah, I just wonder what he's feeling out there right now because he looks so locked in throwing the ball. I don't know if he's thinking it's like 7-on-7 in practice or even something what we call routes versus air where you just go through your game plan and your progressions and there's no defense out there. That's the way he's cutting through them right now.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run this one in. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Cardinals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a 28-yard
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Right there, 54, right there. 54 Mike. I got 54 Mike.
Here's Murray. Flushed out right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
45-yard line.
give. This is Drake. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Simple.
Running, it's Drake. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now 3rd and 9.
Mike 51. I'm here all day. Mike 51. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Big Ace. Mike 51. Man, I got you. 51 to Mike.
Here's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Fights loose, and he's going to be trapped inside his own 5. A very curious decision to bring that one out. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd down now, it's Williamson. And down he'll go at the 25.
Number 34 on the carry.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Niners 7, Cardinals nothing.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Mike 51. All day, dog. Go Mike 51.
From the gun, Murray. And this will be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56. Mike 56. Right there. 56. Give me that ball, defense.
Shotgun now for Murray, escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side, Williamson. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. After the toss, well executed there to find the space and then eventually get out of bounds after a good gain.
And for the toss play to be that successful, you've got to control the edge. And oftentimes if you've got a tight end who can do that, that allows that toss play to get called often during a game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. The give to Taylor. Touchdown, 49ers. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
To throw again, Murray. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Kenya.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
51 the mic, boy. 51. Double dog. That's the way. Mike 51. Watch the screen.
Operating from the gun. Murray buying time to his left. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Good job.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Cardinals' 45-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Niners 21, Cardinals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. It returns it right back to Samuel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
San Francisco.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Murray now to throw. Murray fighting, lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Now a draw play with Drake. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On 3rd down, it's Williamson. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
49ers.
On 1st down, it's Williamson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Buda Baker on the tackle. 4 yards.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
March 56. March 56. It's a swerve.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 56 to Mike. 56.
Again, it's Michel. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Javon Kinlaw in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is taken at about the 14. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Williamson. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there.
Gain of 2.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, keep it up.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Come back. Mike 56. Mike 56.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
51 to Mike, boys. 51. Run. Empty. Mike 51. Mike 51. I'll get him.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
That is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now Taylor. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Under pressure, and down he goes. Willis gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, 49ers.
San Francisco.
Brandon Ayuk, 59 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Murray. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Cardinals on third down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Don't get nervous. 51.
To throw is Murray. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll run on first down. It's Williamson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll try the left side. It's Williamson. And some room to roam now. 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
The kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Niners 49. Cardinals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, Drake. And some room to maneuver. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They'll roll him out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you miss it, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Murray now on first down. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
Check curls, check
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Results in a 4th
That
down.
incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's final.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Niners, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.